I was taught by nature. When I bought my house, I just then my business
Your house is in the
started
Pine Barrens.
My house borders the Pine Barrens,
Right.
so it's a very unique environment. However,
I was going to say
because
the Pine
own-
Barrens taught you. That's what I was
the
going
Pine
for.
Barrens taught me, of course. But because I own a gardening business, I didn't have the time to tend to my garden, what is called traditional tending to the garden. And my garden became, quote unquote, overgrown. And when I finally had time to go out and tend it, which was in August, the grass was about 3 foot high. And there were so many different species of grass and wildflowers living on my property that I was just amazed by the variety of the flowers and the grasses. And I began to walk through what I had earlier designated as my lawn, and I could feel the seeds caressing my leg as I walked through. And because there were so many native wildflowers, there were butterflies and dragonflies, and in the trees there were birds singing everywhere. And I had such an emotional response to this experience that I decided this was the way. I couldn't understand why anybody
Would take that away and replace it with
mow them.
suburbia.
Right, exactly. And
Mother
as
Nature was the landscape.
Mother Nature
very good,
was the
very
landscaper. And as I walked a little further, I stepped on something hard, and when I investigated what it was a turtle living in that area. And as time went by, I found several turtles living on my lawn, and realized that my property in the neighborhood was the sanctuary for all the wildlife. And as I have frogs, I have toads, I have possums, I have raccoon, I have deer that come to visit, and they eat. In fact, one night I walked into my bedroom and I looked out my window, and I have an arborvitae right out in front, a native arborvitae, and I saw 4 deer browsing on the arborvitae.
Or browsing. Some
Eating.
people would say munching.
Eating.
That's okay, though.
They were eating. And for a millionth of a second, my trained landscaper brain went, oh no. And then I went, oh, this is great. They didn't know I was there. They were just a few feet from me. The glass was separating us, and I got to watch them. I was so up close to them. And at that moment, I decided that whoever wanted to come and eat the plants in my yard could do so, and they could live there in peace.